Grizzlies now. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter.
The ball is way on target.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like
The Grizzlies leading by 3. The drive by MP.
Wow, check out that assist.
physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Now here's Morant. 17 points in his last outing. MP outside. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
And there's the bucket from MP.
I love screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys.
He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Now here's Morant. He has 7. Here's Adams on the wing, MP. And again, it's Memphis with the 3. MP against Edwards. Hat-trick. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this team. They're on a 15-5 run. Adams finds MP. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Differential, one more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more.
MP with it. Working on McDaniels. And MP with the basket. Checked in for Jaren Jackson. Dylan Brooks comes in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Pulls it. Down low, here's Patrick. And MP
this quarter.
Jones kicks to MP. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Memphis.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of
Against
assists.
this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Just an outpouring of points from him.
On the wing, Williams. MP outside. Fires for 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th.
Bro, what are you doing with popcorn, man?
Why would I not make popcorn? I feel like I'm about to watch a prize fight.
Bro, you're supposed to be a professional, right?
Wait, hold on. Am I the only one that realizes what's actually happening right now?
We know what's going on.
We're winning. Nate White is about to go on and put the nail in Othella's coffin on live
Whoa,
TV.
no, I do not approve of the coffin talk. But yes, it is accurate to say that things are going according to
Look,
plan.
respectfully, Ashley, I do know the difference between a public statement and a private conversation.
I don't think you do.
Well, I don't see any cameras around here right now. Oh, shut up. It's on.
All right, welcome back, everyone, and welcome to the show, Nate White.
Nate the Great.
Yes, the Daily Horn reporter who just dropped an absolute bombshell of a report on embattled GM Othella Akpem. Welcome to the show.
It is truly my pleasure, Stan. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Just give us a quick summary of what was in the article for those of us who haven't gotten a chance to read it yet.
Well, I encourage you to read the article. And if you want all the details, make sure you go to the Daily Horn's website. But here's the gist of the story. GM Othella Akpem, right?
Yeah, Akpem.
I mean, has created a rift in the organization between himself and brand marketing VP Freddie Novak. Now, is going so far as to confess to those in the inner circle that, check this out, he believes that Novak is angling for his job.
Drama.
Is there any truth to the idea that Freddie Novak would look to move to the basketball side of operations? I know that he and Phil Boyer have worked very closely together, but this is the first time I've heard of this, and I'm fairly plugged in with people in that organization.
That is true. JJ's plugged in.
I'm plugged in. I'm plugged in.
Well, JJ, I couldn't find a single person who could confirm that. As far as I can tell, maybe it's a little bit of what we call a paranoid delusion on the part of Opkin.
Wow. Nate, that's a serious accusation.
Hey, listen, I don't write this stuff. I just report what I find, right? That's why I wouldn't make it lightly. But I've heard from multiple sources inside the organization that Opkin has attempted to undermine Novak in order to convince team president Phil Boyer to move on from him. I mean, Phil Boyer.
Yeah, but he's basically eliminating the perceived threat of his job.
Right, eliminating that, the threat of his job. I mean, the paranoia sets in, right?
Interesting.
Can you go into that a little bit more? How has he undermined him?
You want it all.
Well, my colleague John Luck reported earlier this season that Opkin forbid MP from engaging in any PR initiatives around the city, which, of course, were organized by no other than Mr. Novak himself. He also reportedly ignored the findings of the team's analytics department on a consistent basis, going so far as to tell the organization's proprietary all-in-one stat are complete and utter nonsense. And of course, you got the proposed MP for Shep trade,
right.
which, obviously raised, multiple red flags across the league with all the rival GMs, and many of whom view MP, I'm going to say it, as a superior talent.
Really?
You hear that, Perk? Perk, I know you heard it. He said MP's the superior talent.
JJ, I don't know what it is with your exception with MP. I'm not ready to give up on Shep just yet. But if everything you say is to be true, Nate, it sounds like Othella is GMing to save his job, not the betterment of the team. And that's unacceptable. You can't trust someone who puts themselves before the team like that.
Where did this idea come from that Freddie Novak was angling for Othella Okpem's job?
Everybody.
I mess it up all the time.
JJ, that's a great question. And, something that continues to confuse the people I've talked to who are actually familiar with the dynamics of the preferred of the situation.
I know
actually.
I'm confused.
Of course. But, the best I can tell, Othella preferred Owens, but was overruled by Phil Boyer on draft night. Then, when Phil hired Freddie Novak to help smooth things over with the fans, Othella convinced himself that Freddie was gunning for his job.
That's too much.
I keep getting hung up on this convinced himself part. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's obvious. Well, I haven't been able to find a single person who thinks Freddie has one iota interest in the job. Right.
Okay.
Right. He currently doesn't have the background, obviously. And yes, Phil Boyer loves what he brings to the team, but would never hire him to make basketball decisions. Obviously, that's not an area of his expertise,
Not even
right?
close?
No.
Well, listen, if that's all true, then I don't see how Othella can continue to be the GM of this franchise. It's never easy to call for someone's job, and I respect that this is the man's livelihood,
right.
But you can't GM to save your job. Your responsibility is to the organization. This is the cardinal sin of team building. We've seen it time and time again in this league, and it never ends well.
Right.
When you lose the big picture like that, and that has certainly happened with the proposed MP Shep trade, it's time to move on.
Well, hold on for a second. Othella's a good man, a family man, but I have to agree with JJ here. He's not the right fit for the job anymore.
You hear that, Sam?
Wow.
That's Perk agreeing with me.
A Perkins JJ agreement. Yeah. This is certainly a stunning turn of events.
You're welcome.
So stunning, in fact, that we actually took to the streets to ask City fans what they think about the current situation. Check this out.
MP is one of the finest young men and the greatest basketball talents I've ever had the pleasure of calling a friend. And anyone who would consider trading him needs to get his head screwed on straight.
Yeah, I don't want to speak out of turn about what's going on behind the scenes, but as far as MP goes, it would be a tragedy, honestly, to trade him for Shep. And I mean on every level.
Man, MP's my guy. That kid's a monster. Othella, you messing up, bro. I don't know what you thinking, but you need to start watching these games and not do whatever it is you're doing. You feel me? Come on, man, wake up, dude.
There you have it. The city is united behind their rookie MP.
As well they should be, Stan. Seems the only guy who doesn't believe in MP is this guy, Kendrick Perkins.
Y'all ready for this? I actually believe in MP.
Oh.
But guess what? I just believe in Shep more. But forget all that. Based on everything that we've learned over the past few days, Othella, he has to go. The sooner, the better. Carry on.
All right.
That couldn't have gone any better. I'd say there's a 90-10 split in favor of MP on social.
Get it.
Yes.
Hey, hopefully Phil Boyer feels the same way.
Wait. Bro, I know you're joking with me right now.
What?
That's your ringtone?
What's wrong with La Cucaracha?
That is your ringtone?
Yes.
Hey, how about picking it up already?
Okay. Jeez. Hello? Speaking. Yeah, he's right here with me. Sure, he'll be right there. Yo, do we have any more popcorn? I know we ain't finished.
Bro, who was that?
What? I'm hungry. That was Phil Boyer's office. He said he wants to see you right away.
Did he say anything else?
Just that it was urgent.
That's interesting.
Is that bad?
I don't know. How did Phil sound?
Well, it was his receptionist, and she sounded how she always sounded. You know, polite, courteous. But you should probably get over there and see what he wants.
Yeah, I'll get over there.
Yeah.
Hey, no matter what happens, we're gonna get through this, okay? We're gonna get through it together.
Y'all hot?
No, hey, rip off this Band-Aid.
All right.
There's no time for dawdling. Go.
All right. I'll see you guys in a bit, all right? Here we go.
MP, Phil's expecting you. He's in Othella's office.
Othella's office? What's going on?
I'm not privy to that.
You're not privy?
Not privy.
Okay, well, I'll just go up then.
I think that would be best.
Have a seat.
All right, here we go. Our top story today is the sudden or not so sudden departure of embattled GM Othella Akpem, who has decided to mutually part ways with the organization due to a disagreement over the future direction of the franchise. JJ, right move?
100%. When political maneuvering leads you to try to get rid of a bright young star like MP, I'm sorry, you've lost the thread.
Yeah. Kendrick.
Can't say I disagree, Stan. And you and JJ both know I'm a huge Shep fan. Like, that's my guy.
Yeah, we know that.
But with everything we learned about Othella Akpem over the last... Y'all know I always mess it up. Over the last week or so, they had no choice but to move on.
You mean to carry on?
JJ, ho. Get your own catchphrase.
Man, I can't believe we did it, man.
It's
Look
crazy.
at that.
It's crazy. It's kind of like I know what I'm doing, huh?
Congratulations, MP. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Ash.
I mean, on the one hand, a man lost his job. But on the other hand, Othella is out of here!
Let's go!
See you, loser! The tribe has spoken!
Ding dong, the witch is dead!
Woo!
Bro, you have some really old references.
What?
What is that, Citizen Kane?
Citizen?
No.
That is Wizard of Oz. That's a classic.
If you're 100 years old.
Whoa. Follow the yellow brick road slaps.
All right. Enough about Ricky's old references. Let's ride this high, man. What comes next? Talk to me.
What comes next is we follow the path that we charted for you before all of this even started.
Yes.
Support for Othella's ouster is nearly unanimous, but you still have a lot of inroads to make converting those Shep fans. He's got deep history here.
Like I said, man, like, what I went through with Othella, like, Shep is nothing but an answer to that.
Woohoo, good. You know what? You keep following this plan, and soon we'll put a magnifying glass to him. You feel me?
I tell you what.
All right, but you're still gonna have to answer questions about this after your next game, so...
Ash, what I went through with Othella, I feel like I can do anything right now.
That's because you can. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of me, too. You standing beside me, looking all beautiful.
Okay, all right. Reel it in. All right, you have work to do right now.
All right, that's putting it nicely, man.
What?
Gross.